So we've got 30 minus, and then in this is a square bracket here, and then minus 10 minus 5 inside the parentheses, minus 15, square bracket, minus 25. First thing to understand is a square bracket means the exact same thing as this parentheses here. They're the same, so treat them the same way. They're just a different type of parentheses, and we've got to follow the order of operations. PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract, right? So the first thing is we go from left to right and we look for parentheses, and the first thing we'll see is that square bracket, and so we go, okay, let's do everything inside the square bracket and forget everything else. But then we go inside the square bracket and we go from left to right and we find, oh, there's parentheses. So we go, let's do everything inside there and forget about everything else. So just do that first, right? So that gives us 10 minus 5 gives us 5, right, from that guy. And then we just write it all out again and keep going. And it's good to write it out so you're not making mistakes. Because if you make one mistake in math, then the whole thing is wrong. That's why it's cruel. Going from left to right again, we find the square brackets. Inside there, negative 5 minus 15. What does that give? Negative 20. Because it's like saying I'm in debt by $5, but then I spend 15, right? So you start at negative 5 and then you go down 15, so you're at negative 20, right? Or if you think about if you're diving, here's the sea level at 0, right? Here's the sea, and you're diving and you go 5 meters below the sea, but then if you drop 15. Go down another 15 meters, what will be your elevation at that point? Right, so you're negative 20. So that's what it's supposed to mean. It's like negative 5, subtract 15. Another trick we had for this is we would turn this subtraction into blam blam plus negative. And now it says negative 5 plus negative 15. So 5 bad guys plus 15 bad guys, 20 bad guys, right? Yeah, and then we go from left to right. And this time inside we find the parentheses again, but this time it's done. Like all of the calculations have been completed inside of those parentheses, and so we're done with that. And so go from left to right again. We got 30 minus negative 20 and then minus 25. Just go from left to right and add or subtract as needed. That's what we're doing now. There were no exponents, there was no multiplication, and there was no division. We just have addition or subtraction now. So we got to go 30 minus negative 20 and then subtract 25. If you think that's a positive 20 and you subtract 25 from that, you'll mess it all up. You got to go from left to right. So what do we get with 30 minus negative 20? Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, exactly. And so subtracting a negative is like giving a positive. Like cancelling a debt of $20 is like giving somebody $20 cash. So 30 plus positive 20 is 50. So when you see negative, negative, so the rule of thumb is when you've got negative, negative, you can change that to plus, plus. When you've got subtract, you can go blam, blam, plus, minus, plus, negative, right? So we have 50 minus 25, and so the answer is 20. Right, cool. That's that.